Viktor Frankl was a very promising Jewish psychiatrist in Austria when the Nazis invaded his home country and took him, along with his pregnant wife and his whole family, to concentration camps. There he was separated from his wife and, like all the others, stripped of his identity and humanity, and eventually spent 3 years in 4 different concentration camps, including the notorious Auschwitz. During this time he suffered unimaginable horrors. He was exposed to deprivation and violence daily, and witnessed countless friends and other prisoners succumb to disease, starvation, and despair. And during his immense suffering, though, he developed a theory that later became a type of therapy, that centers on the belief that humans can overcome the inherent suffering and disappointments of life by finding meaning and a sense of purpose in every situation, even something as horrible as the Holocaust. He observed that it was those who had a purpose or a reason to continue to live that was beyond themselves who managed to find meaning amid their painful circumstances, who tended to survive, while those who gave up hope, who didn't have a purpose to live for or just focused on themselves, often didn't. He realized that even though your circumstances may look bleak and hopeless, and you may have zero control over what is happening to you, that you still have the ability to choose how you're going to respond to your circumstances, that you can indeed find meaning in the midst of your suffering. After the war ended, Viktor Frankl returned to Austria and wrote about his experiences in the book A Man's Search for Meaning. And that book has now sold more than 16 million copies in 50 different languages and has helped countless people find meaning in their own circumstances. And his learning was immortalized in the famous quote, "Everything can be taken from a person but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way." And so, friends, I don't know what has been done to you, or what you've been going through, or how you've suffered. Whatever it may be, may I encourage you to choose that you are going to find meaning in the midst of your suffering and live for something bigger than yourself. Who knows? It may just change your whole experience.